Hey there, welcome to the Get Better Project. The level 3 workout for today is 5 rounds for times of 25 dumbbell back squats, 25 dumbbell deadlifts, and 50 double unders and 2 more chops with 2 minutes rest between rounds. So what that means is that you should be doing these rounds unbroken. They should not feel good, but they should be unbroken and fast. And then you get the 2 minutes rest. Although I will say that because there are so many rounds, if you do feel fatigued on like the 4th and the 5th rounds and you have to break up, for example, the deadlifts into 2 sets, then I wouldn't say that that's a bad thing. I would say that you picked your weight really appropriately and that is going to be beneficial for you. That would be the preferred than to have you have picked too light a weight and be doing them just burning through and not really feeling the stimulus of the workout. If you have any questions about that, let me know. Coaching videos are coming up next. Have fun. For dumbbell back squats, you're going to essentially do the exact same form as you would for any of the other squats that we're doing. You're gonna have to put these dumbbells on your back. So you're gonna hinge at your hips and you're going to lift them to your knees and then jump them up to your front rack and then push them back onto a nice platform that you have on your back. And everybody's gonna feel a little bit different about this, but you're just trying to balance those as much as you possibly can. Then you're taking your squat stance, which is slightly wider than hip width, slightly externally rotated toes. You're gonna push your hips back, push your knees to the outside, go just below parallel, and then stand back up, pushing through the heels. So you're just gonna be balancing these dumbbells like this, and then doing the work. So from the side, looks like this positioning, and then down and up. All right, then when you get done, you're gonna dip those dumbbells forward and then hinge at your hips, setting them back down onto the ground. For dumbbell deadlifts, you're gonna be taking a stance with your feet underneath your hips, and you're going to have your weight on your heels, and you will push your hips back, push your knees to the outside, bending your knees when you need to keep your back nice and flat. Then you're going to drive through the heels, pushing your hips back forward and standing up. And then you would push your hips back, bending your knees when you have to keep the back flat, touching one end of the dumbbell on the ground and then coming back up to the top. So you can see that my weight stays on my heels, my knees go to the outside of my feet. So I'm going to engage my hips and glutes as I do this. So from the side, you can see that I'm very conscious in trying to keep my back as flat as I possibly can by bending at my knees as I'm doing this, keeping my shoulders back and chest up, and my head in line with my spine. Then I'm going to return the dumbbells to the ground the same way that I deadlifted them up the first time, and I'm going to stop the position. I'm also concentrating on keeping my core nice and tight and breathing throughout my whole body and throughout the whole movement as I do the deadlift. For double unders or 2 to 4 inch hops, whether you're jumping twice over a jump rope or jumping 2 to 4 inch hops, the same position is going to apply, where you have your feet underneath you, a little bit narrower, but it's pretty similar to a running start position. Chest is going to be up, shoulders are going to be back, hands are going to be at your sides, and you're going to jump from your ankles or your calves, trying to avoid too much bounce in your knees. So you're going to be bouncing right here, trying to get 2 to 4 inches off of the ground. Whether you're spinning the jump rope or just tapping at your sides or just jumping, either way, it's going to be all the same, whether or not you're adding in those other things. You're just trying to keep the weight bouncing from your ankles and your calves and avoiding overbending at your knees, and that's going to make it easier for you. And if you have your chest and up and your shoulders back, it's going to be easier for you to bring air into your lungs, so the whole movement pattern and movement over time is going to be easier for you. That's the workout for today. If you have any questions, let me know. Log your scores and sugar and we'll see you on the next workout.